Disclaimer. This video has what some people may consider adult content. It's just a shirtless person. Doesn't bother me, but if it does bother you, be warned. Alright, onto the video. Alrighty, so this character's name is Mitty. They are a sheep person. They're non-binary. I absolutely love them. They are the sibling to another character that I have, who is awesome. I love them. Their name is Ellie, and this is their sibling. Mitty is they're 19, not she, they are 19, and the way they got all their scars, it's written in the video somewhere, but it's not yet. So the way they got their scars is they were in a car accident when they were going on their way to a city, which is the primary city that their story will take place in. I'm waiting for the server to be uploaded soon, because the original server is kind of dead. So the creator's making another one, so that it's less dead. I also colored the traditional version of this, but I didn't record it, so there's no, time-lapse of that. So the reason they are going to this city, is because their sibling, Ellie, went there, and Ellie has since gone missing. They are actually imprisoned on false accusations of murder when they were out of town, because they were a suspicious person, apparently. Sweet person trying to sell flowers sweet sheep person trying to sell flowers is apparently threatening and looks like they would murder someone. So Mitty's looking for Ellie. So that's why they come to this place, also for college, because, there is a college in this city. There's a school, and, they want to get a degree in college, because they're 19. And it's been a year since they got out of high school. So here I'm writing that they got their scars and lost their arms in a car accident, and they actually have, these kind of, magical arms now. They're made out of magic. This is a thing in the universe that, happens. It's like ghost limbs and stuff. So they have little magic arms that they got, because one of their family members is a spellcaster. So so their sister, Mary, gave them magical arms so that they can, do things and not have to have prosthetic limbs. Also, so I didn't have to draw prosthetic limbs. So they're approximately 5 feet tall. They're very short. They have goat eyes. They're 19 years old, as I said. Their little arms, I like this little chibi version of them that I draw. They're freaking adorable. So their arms can, grow and change size and stuff. And they can change shape as well. And they're a very sweet person. And then this is them compared to, an average human being. Obviously they are a sheep, but, they're a sheep person. This is them compared to the average human being. And, I know it looks like they're sticking up their middle finger, but they aren't, I promise. The original one, they're waving, but the way I traced it over in the digital, it looks like they are, flipping off a run. I had to make them shorter, because they are pretty short. And then here I am, I'm going to start coloring them and, fixing up the lines. I don't know where that line came from, because I swear I didn't, do anything to it. I didn't draw that at all. If I look back in the video, I don't think I did. And here I am coloring them. I changed, actually, the color of their skin a couple times, because I wasn't happy with it. Oh yeah, and here I had to go somewhere. So yeah. And then here I am, I'm tracing around all their skin bits. All the bits of them that are going to be colored as skin. Which is their torso, their legs, their arm nubs, and their face. And also I go over their undies. So I didn't draw them in clothes for this, mostly because I like the original sketch without clothing. So I just gave them, like, I guess, like, a thong, almost. Like, I gave them underwear, and that's kind of it. I have drawn them in clothes. I drew them in a cute little floral dress earlier today, actually. Super early. Not super early, but, like, early for me. So, like, 8 o'clock. Here I am putting more of the skin tone, like, around their main features. Oh yeah, they also have a cute little halo. That's not actually part of their character design, but I gave them a halo, and it's freaking adorable. So that will be in most of the drawings that they're in, if I even post any more of them. And here I am coloring their ghost arms on a separate layer, because I wanted their ghost arms to be transparent. So I had to do it on a separate layer than, like, their skin and stuff, which is fine, because I can move the layer underneath, and then, that can be, like, my main layer. So here I am changing the color up a little bit so that it looks more, you know, presentable. And then here I am putting, like, purple on the edges, because that was my original design plan, was to put purple on the edges and then, like, blue, like, bluish in the middle. It actually turned out more periwinkle in the end, in the finished product, but whatever. We love her. And then here I am, I'm just coloring in, like, their little ghosty arms that's on here. And then I used a sketchy, like, I used the soft pastel brush, and I just went over it with, like, really low opacity with the purple. In the places where they had purple. And then I didn't change the opacity, because this is just, like, the mini sketches. And then I'm also coloring it in with the soft pastels as well. And here I go, like, I'm using the soft pastel brush for all of this coloring, actually, for the little sketches. And then, like, I actually do change the colors up a bit so that, like, they look cute. And I change their blush color a lot, too, just especially in, like, the finished product as compared to this, because, like, I wanted it to be more, like, cute and blushy, but also, like, look pretty natural. And there I'm, like, blending it out. I actually just, like, color picked it and then put it on the opacity layer so that it looked blended. So that was super fun. So here I am, like, changing the color of their lips so that their lips look presentable, and, like, blushing them a little bit. This drawing took forever, by the way. It took, like, an hour and a half. Like, just the digital part, not including the traditional. It took, like, an hour and a half, so I had to, like, put it into my editing software, speed it up, save the video, put it into my, delete that, put it in my video editing software, speed it up, and I had to do that, like, 4 times. So I finally got it down to, like, the length of this video. Here I just color their afro. So Mitty is quite literally the black sheep of their family. They are the only black sheep in the family. So, like, their parents are gray. Like, a couple generations back, there was one sheep who was, like, black, and, like, their family had someone in their family had kids with a sheep who was a person who had a black sheep in their family, and then they inherited it, like, generations down. And here I am. I know this looks kind of disturbing, but, like, they're a very slender person, so I just, like, lighten that up and make it look like they are very slender. And actually you can be healthy and still, like, have your ribs, like, visible. Like, that's how I was and kind of still am. And here I am coloring their scars in. So this is, again, from a car accident that they were in. And there I color their nipples. Adult content, everyone. Watch out, nipples. Here I am putting in swatches, and this actually becomes a problem because of how much I change their skin tone. Because when I do their horns, which you will see in a bit, it looks too similar to their skin tone. Also make it really hard to color pick on my reference sheets. Oh my goodness. So here I am, like, going around it, selecting their panties so that I can get an even, like, color. Cause, and then my idiot self goes around still having that selection on and, like, trying to do other things. Like, trying to color in other things. Here I am just, like, editing it. And see, I'm just like, why is it not working? And it's because my idiot self, didn't turn off that, so I have to do that again. So there I am, like, fixing it up, making it better, coloring in their scar and everything. There's that scar up there on their cheek, which, honestly, I just got as, like, an idea because I wanted a character with a scar like that. Here I am, changing the color of their horns again and again, and it takes forever to find the right color that doesn't, like, match their skin tone, or, like, blend into their skin tone. Here I am changing the color of the background, making my video look terrible. Sorry, this looks so bad. Like I said, I had to save it, and it took forever to save it in, like, good quality, so I had to save it in medium quality, because otherwise it started canceling, and, my computer was dying. So here I am, I go and erase, like, around here, and then watch, poof. There we go. It's back, and, so here I am changing their skin tone. I have to find which one is their skin tone. So now I color in this average person due to this with their same skin tone. Then here I am doing, like, their halo color, which is absolutely adorable. This is the only thing I colored in without the soft pastel, other than, like, their skin tone. So that's awesome. Yeah, again, sorry for the crappy quality. I had to save it and then load it, and then save it and load it again. Here I am screwing with their horns again. I spend forever in their horns, by the way. It takes me a really long time, and then I accidentally did the edit shape on their hearts. There I go, add in the swatch, and it's done. Alright, so love you. There's my beautiful baby. Bye.